lot of people getting into weight loss lack discipline by definition, but if you are quite mentally strong, you have a major advantage over most people. So today, let's leverage that to give you the best dieting method if you are disciplined. Look, if you are mentally strong and you can stick to anything, you want pure results, you want them fast, and you want to get it in the healthiest way possible. Here is the blueprint that we can follow. Carb backloading plus fasting plus clean eating and also tracking calories. Okay, if anyone clicked off, then only the real disciplined people remain. This is the best dieting method in my opinion, and from everything that I've tried, this is what gets me the leanest, the most consistently, and also works the best for a lot of other people. Let's explain in detail every single nuance and then we'll put it all together at the end. So first, let's cover carb backloading. This is eating most of your carbs near the end of the day and also around your workouts if you're going to exercise. The reason as to why I do this is for mental clarity. It just makes me feel more motivated. I seem to get better work done if I don't eat carbs, or just in general if I fast first thing in the morning. And also logically think, foods that are high in fat and low in carbs don't taste that good. Foods that are high in protein and low in carbs don't taste that good. We tend to overeat on foods that are high in carbs and also high in carbs and high in fat. So if we can reduce the amount of carbs that we eat first thing in the morning, earlier in the day, and push it off for later, we can leave more calories for later in the day, eat cleaner through the first half of the day when our willpower is stronger, and have a bit of a backup plan if we end up binging later in the day. Because when do most people cheat on their diets? It's later in the day, right? So why don't we just keep the yummy food for later in the day? Now, another thing that we've recently found out is if you spike insulin, if you spike your blood glucose first thing in the morning, especially on an empty stomach, so if you're eating foods like cereal, bread and jam, you're spiking that blood glucose and it's going to come crashing down, which is going to lead to even stronger cravings throughout the day. So I'm not avoiding carbs because I'm a maniac like most other people, but I avoid it because I know that my appetite is rampant and I'm going to probably overeat on other food if I don't avoid it now. Now, branching off from carb backloading, we have fasting. The longer that we can push our eating window back, the less hungry we will be. This is just something I've gotten from personal experience, but I typically find that not eating the entire day is actually easier than trying to control your portions and eat smaller meals throughout the day. Once again, this comes to the whole discipline thing. It's just easier to commit to one thing than kind of half-ass something, right? So if you're the type of person that can go the whole day without eating, then this strategy may work amazing for you. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, but isn't breakfast the most important meal? Shouldn't we be eating throughout the day? And no, you are wrong. In recent studies within the last decade, we found that breakfast is not as important as people say. And also with fasting comes a bunch of other health benefits. Just in case you didn't know, the whole slogan that breakfast is the most important meal of the day is actually a paid off research study by Kellogg's, which is the cereal company. And basically around 50 years ago, they bribed a doctor with $50,000 to conduct a study showing that Kellogg's breakfast cereal is the healthiest thing for you to eat first thing in the morning. So if you're still gonna believe that, I'm sorry, but you're a lost cause, and let's move on to the third thing. Clean eating. I feel like this is very self-explanatory. You wanna eat clean foods. And what I've found is the best is eat single ingredient foods for the best results. So let's say you wanna eat potato chips, right? You wanna have a little cheat in your diet or whatever. Instead of buying chips from the grocery store that have 100 different ingredients and a bunch of different flavorings and sweeteners, you buy potatoes, one ingredient. You chop it up, you add some oil to it, maybe some salt, and then you fry it. That's 3 different ingredients. You have made your own potato chips. So try doing it this way. If a packaging of food has more than 5 ingredients, more than 10 ingredients, you probably shouldn't be eating it. And the last thing is tracking calories. If you use a food scale and also use any type of calorie tracking app, our app Kitchen Savvy or MyFitnessPal or Chronometer, those are the other best alternatives I've used in the past myself. You know exactly how much food you're eating, which then means you can dial in the precise amount of calories you can eat and get the exact amount of weight loss that you want. So putting them together, you will likely have some type of ritual where you're not eating for 16 hours of the day. You will have 1 to 3 larger meals that are tracked. They're probably going to be full of carbs and pushed further in the day when your willpower is the lowest to keep you as full as possible and still tasty so you can lose fat and be quite happy with your diet. If you want to 10x your weight loss, press the first link in the description and join our free school group. At 100 members, I'm going to make it paid, so if you join now, you'll get it free for life. If I give you anything of value, consider subscribing to the channel and don't forget to stay savvy with your diet.